Day 2, Mexico City, Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Been up since 6 after yesterday's workout. I did feel a lot better. It did help me a lot. Check this out, guys. I feel like so many people have a misconception of Mexico City, and I guess that included me before I came here. You know, when I thought of Mexico City, I thought of basically those typical American cartel narco movies where they film everything with the yellow orange filter. You know what I mean? Anytime American movies take place in Mexico, they put this like yellow filter on it because Mexico is apparently yellow. And you just think of, like, I thought of Mexico as this Mad Max apocalyptic city, desert, sand, for some reason, yellow, people everywhere, and just listen. Do you hear those birds chirping? I'm in the center of Mexico City. I'm in Roma. Birds chirping everywhere. I don't wanna be too euphoric now, because it's, you know how I get in the beginning of the day, but, and it is a Sunday, granted, but the birds don't know that. There's so much nature here, even though obviously the air pollution is a real thing. Just like, have a look at this boulevard. And if you ask me why I came here, this is legitimately a big reason. Like, I picked up on this when I was first here, and this is something that I connected with as we pass some homeless people sleeping in the street. That's also the reality of the situation. So, I feel like I just went off on a tangent. What was I saying? Oh yeah, after yesterday's workout, it did make me feel a whole lot better. As always, guys, working out is basically the remedy, the cure for anything, especially if your issue is mental or hormonal. Anytime to go and get stuff, focus on your body, focus on taking in healthy nutrition, and just go back to the basics. That's what I've done ever since I had my first cancer and my second cancer. That's how I built myself up over the past 10 years. So, as you saw me getting really down yesterday, I just go back to the basics. So that has always helped me, which is investing in my body, getting the body moving, getting the body pumping. And that brings me to another topic. I intend on doing everything by foot here. As you know, I'm an avid walker. I just love walking. That's my third means of transportation. I just love to walk. And Mexico City is very walkable. That's also why I love Barcelona. Let us. It looks like I walked so much I already walked past my breakfast spot. One more thing, as I just keep adding to the chaos of this intro. Every time I start filming a vlog, I'm like, this time I'm gonna keep it short. I don't know why I keep telling myself that. You guys know I can't do that. And if you guys wanted somebody to get this short, then you probably would have stopped watching ages ago. So, back to like the workout stuff and the body stuff. I feel like I'm really out of shape. I'm not saying that to get sympathy and for people to tell me, you look great. Like, I know for the untrained eye and the average person, I had a great physique, but I didn't slacken, and it already started in Belgium. Diet has not been on point, and when I say that, I mainly talk about protein intake. It's not been on point. I haven't done that extra. I haven't been motivated back home in Belgium to make that extra shake, to make that extra smoothie with broccoli and vegan protein. So also been having a lot of goodbye drinks in Belgium. So been drinking more than usual again. And I mean, it shows. Like, I really feel like right now I'm kind of skinny fat. I know I'm not fat, but again, for my norm, I made a video literally the day before I left to Mexico City, and it's me doing curls back in GT, the Mecca in Belgium, my hometown gym. And I took off my shirt and I asked somebody to film it, and it was a shock. Like, that was the first time I saw my body from a certain angle from the side, and I just had this like gut. I just had like this whole layer of fat on top of my midsection, and it looked really bad. I may or may not put this in the video right now so you guys can check it out. But the point is, I definitely feel like I kind of want to cut down a little bit. So the idea is to just do a whole lot of hiking, a whole lot of walking, keep lifting heavy, and up the calories once more. And that way I intend on getting in great shape again. Pan de les Artesanales. Ok, llegamos. Aquí tienes el mejor pan en la ciudad, ¿no? Sí. This place is called Delesa Artesanal, and I was looking for a place on Google that opened at 8. Obviously on a Sunday that's not that easy, but we found it, and let's check it out. Mucho gusto. So this morning I'm outing with a croissant and some ginger tea, because I intend on hitting the gym really soon after this. Don't want to get too much food in my stomach, and obviously don't want to get caffeinated before I get to the gym. So let's go. And of course I ended up having 2 of those croissants. So right now, on my way to the gym, actually gonna go to a different gym from the one that I went to yesterday. The one I went to yesterday, honestly, I really liked it, and I think that'll be my stable gym. Like, the vibe and everything was just perfect. Before I went to that one, I went to check out another one, and it just had this super commercial chain type of feel. Even like these commercial gym chains, they even have like a particular smell. It's just like the smell like of a product that they use to make it feel clean and whatever, that I hate that smell. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so the gym that I went to yesterday, that'll probably be it. But it's closed on Sunday, and I really want to get a workout in for the reasons that I mentioned before. Right now I'm going to this gym that it's called Arnold's, like Arnold without the D. It's like a kind of like a bootleg Gold Gym meets Planet Fitness gym, and I've actually already visited it when I was here for 6 days coming back from Costa Rica like a month and a half ago. So I've already been there. A day pass costs 30 pesos, which is €1.50 or $1.50, so that's perfect. I never want to pay more than €5 or $5 for a day pass. Like, I just cannot bear to do that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Yesterday, when I was feeling so bad and I was already feeling homesick one day in, and I did some reflection that I wanted to share with you guys. I was wondering, like, why, you know, what is it really that I'm missing? Like, why am I feeling these emotions? What is it that I miss from Belgium? And I kind of figured out, I determined that I guess my parents the most. You know, me and my parents have gotten so close over the years. We are like a team, and they've literally drugged me through the cancer. Like they basically told me through. I guess drugged me through. It doesn't sound that good. They pulled me through my cancer, and they took such good care of me. And my dad is like my best friend, and my mom, and we talk so much, and we're so close. And I kind of it came down to them. Like I was going over all the things, like, are you gonna miss that? Not really. Are you gonna miss that? Not really. Are you gonna miss that? Not really. And then just came down to them, and it made me realize that I try to apply rationality to it. And the fact of the matter is, they're getting out there in age. These dogs, man. They're getting up there in age. And because of that, fucking dogs. See, when you're jet lagged out, that's too much to deal with. They're getting up there in age, and on one hand, I'm seeing them getting older, and I'm watching them become like more brittle and more vulnerable, and it worries me because I'm aware that my dad is like 72, that they're entering that stage of their life where old people, they can get sick, or they can just like not necessarily get sick, but they can kind of like wear down. And it's crazy because they are like my superheroes, and now I'm watching them become human and kind of like deteriorate, for lack of a more respectful term. But it made me realize that guy in the car just told me not to film myself. So right now we're actually leaving the good area. We're going more to Centro, which still should be relatively good, but it's not as safe as Roma, so gotta be on guard. But to finish my point, it's better for me to spend time abroad now and be so far away when they're still good enough. Like, I'd rather come back to Belgium when they're actually old, and they really could use my help and stuff like that. That was the logical conclusion that I drew. And at the same time, also due to the situation and due to my medical condition, I've been, one of the biggest advantages of my cancer has been my ability to spend a ton of time with my parents in the past 10 years, more than any 34-year-old can possibly say. Like, I'm convinced that there isn't a single person my age who has spent more quality time with his parents than me in this last decade. So I've already had a lot of that. I've already had a lot of that quality time. So that's why I have to do this now. I can't get stuck in that because they are nearing the end of their cycle. That should not be the reason for me to say, let me stay put and stay here with you guys. Like, that's going backwards. I have to live my life. I have to make my moves, and I have to, jump and build my own reality. So even though I miss them, I have to do this. I have to go all in on my own career, building a new life, and pursuing my dream of doing this, and living this adventure while I can, and while I'm young and fierce and strong and determined. Even though I want to be there for them, that'll come later. They're still more than good enough. So yeah, I apologize for the long-windedness, but that was my point. And now in about 10 minutes I should get to the gym. All right.
Now, what you get out of this is what you put into it. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So, depending on how far you want to take this and how far you want to go, depends on how much work you want to put into it. Like there are people say that you could do too much, because you cannot do too much. You can always do more. Whatever it is you're doing in life, you can always do more. So get that weak link out of your head and think positive and realize you can always do more. The most important thing is to believe in yourself, and you have to have that positive mentality. Every time you do a set, after that set, it's positive. When your mind starts going down, you're bringing your body down with it. There is no such thing as overtraining. You can always do more. Everything has to fit into its place. If you're doing one and not the other, it's going to be counterproductive.
Such a good workout, and honestly, such a good gym. I'm definitely also going to keep going to that gym. Like, I'm going to combine that one with the other one. I love it. A bunch of space, a bunch of machines. I was in there for like 2 hours. It's just wild. I was just realizing and thinking about how I've really made the gym and bodybuilding the absolute foundation of my life, of my existence. It's given me so much. I just wish that I could convince more people to get into it. Like, even now, you know, I'm in this new location and I'll wake up and I have a goal. No matter where I am on this planet, I have a goal I know I'm gonna do, and every single time it's gonna make me feel better in the end. Like, I'll probably have a crash in a bit, but oh, that was good. Also, you know, you guys know I love exploring new gyms when I travel, and obviously this one I've already been there, but I just found some stuff that I hadn't last time. One of my absolute worst and weakest body parts is my abs, my core, and I've been trying so hard to bring them up and train them harder, and hanging leg races have really done the trick. But the problem with hanging leg races is that you can't really go that far with them. You meaning it's basically a compound exercise in the sense that you cannot do hanging leg races at the end of your workout. You have to do it in the beginning because it's just so exhausting. And after 4 sets, you're basically done. So it's hard to really pump out a lot of volume. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I found this machine that I'd never used before, where I basically use it to, you know, I go forward with my abs, and it really helps me target the abs. It really helps me get a crazy pump, and it's like, I'll film it next time. Bit of a dodgy neighborhood, or maybe I'm just paranoid. Um, you're basically sitting on this thing, and you got your arms stretched out in front of you, and then you're just using your core to bring forward to weight. Like, I'm doing a bad job explaining, but anyway, I just found this machine today and I spent like 25 minutes on it. So hopefully, for the first time in my life, with the help of this, I'll be able to get a real visible six-pack. Anywho, I'm gonna put the counter down and not get too complacent and not get too comfortable. On my way to get some sushi right now. I know this amazing sushi spot from last time. And I've only had 2 meals per day in the last 3 days, so a very thorough refeed is overdue. Alrighty, and let's try to not get killed in the meantime. Okay, we made it. Sunday night, jet lag diaries part 2. If you see me in this position on the bed, you already know what time it is. So it's about, I think, 7:30 p.m. Tomorrow is my first day on the new job, and I'm gonna try not to be dramatic, but I cannot remember the last time I've been so tired, and not like physically tired, but just like mentally drained. Like, you saw me today, like in the morning, every day it's been the same. I wake up, I feel great, I go outside, I'm in the city, and I'm like, this is awesome, you know, this is amazing. And then as the afternoon creeps in, it hits me this invisible punch. And at this point, I just really want to get tomorrow over with. I really want to just, like, I cannot wait any longer. I just want to see what's it like, what's the team like, what's the job like all that type of stuff. But just in general, this whole experience of me moving out here and pursuing this new career and trying this this new direction, I keep asking myself, what the hell am I doing? Like, that's just a thought that keeps spinning in my head over and over. And when I have enough energy, and it's like the gym, the truth of the matter is, the gym distracts me. The gym takes me back to a place that I know. It's something that I control. I see my physique in the gym compared to the rest of the people in the gym, and I realize once again that I'm good at it. You know, I'm way above the average gym goer. I know how stupid that sounds, but I'm just trying to explain, like, I crave the gym and I go to the gym to regain that sense of control, but then when I'm faced with a new challenge, with a new context, it's like I start doubting myself, and I get nervous, and I just keep asking myself, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Like, it keeps hitting me that I'm actually in Mexico City. And there's definitely a lot of, you know, I keep having these thoughts of me, like, basically failing and going back to Belgium in a week or in 2 weeks. And even, like, I've already got a couple of friends that want to, like, visit me, you know, in a few months. So it's not even like, obviously not right now. But even that somehow gives me, like, anxiety and stress, because I'm like, I feel like it comes with an expectation, that it's for sure gonna work out, and that I'm for sure gonna be happy, and that I'm gonna stay here, and then, you know, then I already start envisioning, like, what if I don't? What if I don't like it? What if I go back to Belgium in a month? Like, then it'll be a fail. And I keep telling myself it can be a fail as long as I've tried. But those thoughts keep intruding. But then again, it's funny how I prefixed this video by saying I'm gonna try to not be dramatic. Like, everything I'm saying now, I'm looking through a lens of just me being dead. Like, I'm so tired. I feel like I'm too tired to sleep. If that makes any sense. And it's really, man, this jet lag is really a problem, and something that it's also made me realize that I had these thoughts about going back to like, for example, I wanted to go to Belgium in June because I have family vacations. And I want to go with my family to Austria. Like, it's a trip with the whole family. And I want to be a part of it. But now I'm already thinking, like, man, if it's gonna be this bad every time, I can't fucking do it. I can't do this 3 times a year. Like, this is terrible. You know, like. So imagine me flying back to Belgium for like a 2-week stay, and then needing like 6 days to get rid of the jet lag again, and then I got like 8 days left, and then I gotta go back, and then I go through the whole process again. And I don't know if I can do that, because this sucks. Like, it's really, and I'm sure it affects people differently, but I know in that regard, and anytime something is not on point with my nutrition or sleep, it really affects me. Like, that's why I stopped drinking, you know, like, I mean, I still consume alcohol every now and then, but in my, like, teenage years and early 20s, I was drinking a lot more, and then I figured out that hangovers just cripple me, they depress me, and you know, this is the same thing. I don't even feel like I'm making any sense right now, so I'm gonna leave it at this. I feel like I'm just being a whiny bitch, but I'm doing it for the sake of showing you guys, one more thing, and like, might as well get it all out now. I feel like I'm getting like a sore throat from the air here, because as we all know, Mexico City has really poor air quality, and this is getting in my head as well, that this poor air quality is causing me to have like a sore throat. Because of course I googled it, and I read that people named that particular feeling as one of the effects of air pollution. So now I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I'm breathing poisonous air. So yeah, I'm seeing things super negative and dark right now, if you couldn't tell already. Alright, that's it. So next video will be me talking about my first date on the new job, and hopefully I'll be a little less depressed than this. But you know, at the end of the day, I knew it was gonna be hard, and I knew it was gonna. I tried to envision how hard it would be, and I tried to mentally prepare myself, but I didn't think it would be this hard this soon. I really figured that the first couple of days I would just be on this huge adrenaline rush. So, yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Wish me luck tomorrow. Good night.